What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stevie the Black, STEVEE, the Black. I'm back. I know I'm getting this out super late, but I had to work again today, and I just needed time to just gather my thoughts on this whole subject matter. You're hearing the microwave in the background. I'm warming up my food, but so here's the dilemma, guys. We lost again as I predicted. Said it way back when we lost to the Giants that the Eagles were not going to win another game this season, and it continues to look that way. And now we are, what are we, 3-8-1 now? Wow, four game losing streak. Give me a second, guys. It's been a while since we had one of those 4 game losing streak. And it's not over yet. Well, sorry, all close. And it's not over yet. We still got the Saints next week, and then after that, we got the Cardinals. So we're not done with Murder's Row yet, but it's looking bleak, quite bleak. And the Giants are now in sole possession of first place. They beat the Seattle Seahawks today. Of course, they beat the Seattle Seahawks today. They didn't even have Daniel Jones. They beat him 17-12, which means the defense of the Giants did their thing. And it's just like, part of me is like wow. As long as I've watched football, the Giants have pretty much sucked except for 2 seasons. 2011 when they won the Super Bowl, and I didn't even watch that Super Bowl. I didn't remember. I don't remember it or that season particularly, to be honest. And I think we even swept the Giants that year too. So it's like, or at least split with them. And then 2016, that last year that Eli and them were good. So it's like, for most of my football fandom, the Giants have sucked. So to see them, actually be a good team is, really shocking to me. you know, and I'm kind of expecting an upset against the Steelers from the Washington football team. The Steelers are not going to go undefeated. And at this point, I would not be shocked if they beat them. So, but with all that being said, it's just like, part of me is just like, man, Washington and New York fighting for the division. Part of me, my fandom, my love for this team is like, no, I don't want them to be in control. I want to win the NFC East. I wanted us to get in the playoffs. But then another part of me is like, bro, we can get that top 3 pick, bro. But then you're like, well, as long as Howie is still the general manager, does it really matter? And then it's kind of like, well, what do you need? Do you need another wide receiver? Do you need defensive players, which we badly do? Like, what do we draft? Do we draft linemen? I mean, Brooks and Lane are coming back, and Lane Johnson are coming back next year. They're gonna be back. So it's not like they won't be back, and they signed both them contracts. So it's like, it's not like they'll be going anywhere. So it's like, man, what do we do? you know? But enough about all this. Let's just get into the meat and bones of this. So I did see the opening drive of the game. Eagles were going down the field. They were running the ball. I was very, very impressed. But and of course it ended up with a field goal. And then I turned it off and went back to work. So next thing I know, Addie's texting me, oh, the Eagles, they look good. They're actually doing smart things. And I'm like, okay, all right, that's good. He's like, but we're only up 3-0. And I'm like, you told me all this just to tell me we're up 3-0. you know, and then the offense came back down to earth and they started sucking again and they couldn't move the ball and the line couldn't protect and Carson got sacked like 3 or 4 times. There were a couple of times because I was watching the highlights, I saw the highlights. There were a couple of times it looked like he kind of backed into a sack. But then of course these wide receivers don't really get separation, so it's kind of like. But obviously the big story of the game is Jalen Hurts. He came in the third quarter, mid third quarter, and Carson Wentz was finally benched. And again, only saw highlights, didn't see the game. But from the highlights, he looked pretty good. Obviously, they're not going to show his bad stuff, but he looked pretty good. You know, dudes were wide open, but I don't know if that's because the defense was just kind of laying back at that point, like, oh, the game's already over, or they were like, yo, we really don't know what this guy could do. You know, we know he can run. We don't have much tape on him. What are we gonna do? You know, so there's a whole bunch of stuff, but Jalen Hurts looked good. You know, Jalen Reagor had a punt return for a touchdown, D-Jack style back in 2010 against the Giants, if y'all remember that. So it was a lot of just weird things in this game. Aaron Rodgers still being Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams killing us. You know, man, I was about to go off on Darius Slay, you know, because this guy's supposed to be a lockdown corner, but apparently he came in the game with a calf injury. I did not know that, or I forgot because I did look at the injury report. I just forgot he had a calf injury. But still, man, the man's supposed to be like a lockdown corner, bro. Like, come on, man. Like DK Metcalf, Devontae Adams, key third down drop. Like dudes are just throwing on his side. I'm like, nah, I don't care who that is. I'm throwing the ball. You know, it's not like we got prime time over there or anything like that. Like or Jalen Ramsey, dude, nah, bro. Man, it's just I thought we had a lot. I mean, look, he's been solid this year. He hasn't been great. He hasn't been excellent, but he's been solid. I give him like a B plus. You know, but he hadn't been all that I thought he was going to be. You know, uh, let's see what else. I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, you know, Doug said he wouldn't commit to who the starter was going to be next week against the Saints. Um, if it was up to me, and I'm just saying this, I will let it be Jalen Hurts. You saw what happened. The offense was dead in the water. Jalen Hurts comes in. The offense gets a spark. The ball's moving down the field. You got good things seen. So let's just see. If it fails, you can just always go back to Carson because he ain't going nowhere anyway. You know, but hopefully this game and a half that he'll be benched, it can, you know, get through his head of, hey, you need to wake the heck up. You know, and this mediocre play that you've been doing, you know, is unacceptable. You know, there was an article that came out that said Wentz lost his confidence, you know, when they drafted Jalen Hurts. And I look at that and I go, well, wait a minute. They drafted Jordan Love over in Green Bay, and Aaron Rodgers is continuing to do what he always does. He's like, oh, you're going to do that? Okay, let me show you why you messed up and he should have did something else. And Carson Wentz is just like, here we go again. And in a certain degree, I get it. Like, he just got over Nick Foles. No, he didn't win the Super Bowl, but he put the team on his back, and he brought us to the playoffs last year. And so it's like, all right, forget Nick Foles. He's done. He's over with. He's over there. But at the same time, it's like, and then, you know, you do this, and now it's like, man, now I gotta prove myself all over again, you know? But at the same time, I'm like, dude, you a grown man, bruh. Show them. Show them they made a mistake. Show them, be like, man, I don't know what we were thinking. Carson is just amazing, bro. We need to get rid of this. See, we can package this guy for a pick or something. But the complete opposite happened, and we are where we are. Would we have been this way if Hurst was never here? I guess we'll never know, you know? But it is what it is. Anyway, so again, like I said, in my opinion, I think we should just start Jalen Hurts next week. You know, you put it out there in the open. He's there. We saw him. Let's see what the kid can do with a full week of preparation and a full week of practice and a full game. Let's see what he can do. And like I said, if he sucks, you can always go back to Wentz because he's not going anywhere. You know, so let's see what the kid's got, bro. Let's see it. Let's see it. So other than that, that's pretty much it. That's my thoughts. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. Please remember to rate, comment, subscribe, like this video, share it. And if you're not down with that, I've just got 3 words for you. Say it with me, guys, because you know it's true. We just suck. Catch you guys later. Peace out.